Hey guys, it's Di, and this is another one of my all-time favorites videos, and this one is going to have to do with fashion items, so specifically fashion accessories like jewelry, handbags, and shoes. And honestly, this was probably going to be one of the hardest ones for me to narrow it down. Choosing my favorite bag is like choosing my favorite child, just impossible and can't be done. So I did try to narrow it down somewhat because obviously I didn't want to be sitting here just showing you my entire collection because that's not the point of the video. But I do have some specific favorites, and I'll go ahead and tell you why they're my favorites also. So first of all, I'm going to show you my favorite pieces of jewelry of all time. So of course my all-time favorite would be my engagement ring and my wedding band set. They're something that I obviously wear every day and wouldn't want to do without. And I especially love Tiffany & Company's silver jewelry. I just think it's a very classic looking jewelry, and for a number of years it's kind of been my go-to pieces of jewelry as well. But one of my new favorites is this ring from Tiffany & Company, and this is a Paloma Picasso ring. I really love this, and it's the swirl heart ring. I believe it was a year or two ago it was a new ring, and I just love it because it's very comfortable, and it's kind of been my go-to ring since I got it for Christmas 2 years ago. And then another few of my go-to items are these two Tiffany bracelets, and if you guys were watching my videos about a year ago, you'll know that I kind of got almost like in a jewelry rut, and I was wearing the same jewelry over and over, and these were my two go-to bracelets. But I also consider them two of my all-time favorites. I think that they're just very classic bracelets. You can mix and match them with a number of different things, and I think that they look great either dressed up or dressed down. So the first one is the bead ball bracelet, and this is just the kind of regular style. The beads are all the same size, and I think it's pretty much a classic bracelet that everyone recognizes. And then also the other one is a classic bracelet. It's the Return to Tiffany with the little heart tag that hangs off of it, and the chain link on it is just kind of a medium size. I think they look great together. They also can be worn alone, and I also stack them with other bracelets. So I think that they're just classic pieces that I love having in my jewelry collection. One of my all-time favorite necklaces from Tiffany is this necklace that I'm wearing, and this is also one of the simplest necklaces from Tiffany, and coincidentally one of the cheapest ones in the silver line as well. This is just an 18-inch chain, and it's the Alphabet Notes pendant necklace, and I have the pendant for my last name on there right now. And I just love the simplicity of it. I think that it just is a really nice necklace just for a little bit of a flash of silver around your neck, and it's simple but it's meaningful to me as well. So it's one of my all-time favorites from Tiffany & Company as well. My favorite pair of earrings from Tiffany & Company are these Somerset earrings, and I absolutely love these. They're like the little knot earrings. They have a little woven texture on them, and they're just gorgeous on. They catch a lot of light, and they are just very, very beautiful. So I love those. Definitely a piece that I was very excited to get into my collection, and one of my all-time favorite pairs of earrings, full stop, and definitely my favorite pair from Tiffany. The last piece of Tiffany & Company jewelry, which I think is kind of a new classic, is one of the key necklaces, and I really love this. It's a longer necklace, so if I'm wanting a little bit of a different look, this is one that I really, really like to have a longer necklace in my collection. And it's just got the kind of trefoil key on it, and I especially like this oval chain. It's just kind of a nice detail. It's nice and dainty as well. So this is one of my all-time favorite necklaces from Tiffany as well, and just all-time necklaces in general, and you can see that it hits at a really nice spot. I don't know, I love wearing this one too. It's very easy to wear, and it just looks very nice also. Then I do have a few all-time favorites that are not Tiffany & Company. This first necklace, you guys probably all knew that this was going to be in this video. I love this necklace. This necklace is by Henry Bendel. It is another long necklace, and apparently it got all tangled up when I set it down on the counter. But this is a necklace that I've had in my favorites for the past few months, and definitely has rocketed into the all-time favorite status category as well. This is the Uptown necklace in silver from Henry Bendel, and I absolutely love it. It's just one long chain that you can just wear singly, or you can also double it over. I especially like wearing it this way where it's two strands. It's just sparkly and gorgeous, and I love the way that it looks on. I love that it just adds like a little bit of dressiness to my outfit sometimes. I actually love it so much I'm planning on getting it in rose gold. Henry Bendel's having a birthday sale right now, and so I'm actually planning on putting my order in and getting the rose gold version. I promise I will stop talking about this necklace soon, but I absolutely love it, and so I had to be mentioned in my all-time favorites because this is definitely an all-time favorite necklace. And then last in the jewelry category, one of my all-time favorite bracelets, this is also something that's fairly new, is this rose gold bracelet from Henry Bendel. And you can see it's just a really thin, simple bangle, and it's rose gold. It just opens up like this, and it has a tiny little clasp that keeps it clasped. But the neat thing about it is it has little silver pieces around the sides with a little rhinestone in it. And I think that this is a great way for me to match my silver pieces with rose gold, and it's been a great transition piece, so I absolutely love this one, and I see myself wearing this a lot in the future. So this has become a new all-time favorite as well. And then last but not least, I think that if I'm building a classic jewelry collection, I'm not going to show them because I think everyone pretty much knows what they look like just in general, but classic diamond solitaire earrings I think are a classic piece that everyone, if you're interested in jewelry, should incorporate at some time. And I just recently got a larger size and I absolutely love them, and they are just a great classic piece and one of my all-time favorite pieces of jewelry as well that I can see myself loving for years to come. Next up, for all-time favorite handbags and handbag accessories, we'll just go ahead and start this off right off the top with the Louis Vuitton Tivoli GM. You all knew this was going to be in this video, right? So this is probably my one all-time favorite monogram bag. I actually for a very long time was not a monogram person whatsoever. I absolutely love the style of this bag. I love wearing it. I love the size. I love this bag. It's an all-time favorite bag for sure. And I would say even if I at some point in my life found myself getting rid of all of my monogram bags, I really can't see getting rid of this one. I just really love the style. I think it's very unique, and it's just a really great overall bag. For smaller bags, this may be a surprise to some people. For some people, it may not be. My all-time favorite small bag is this little Rebecca Minkoff Morning After Clutch. These things are just a solid, well thought up concept. I absolutely love them. This is the regular size. It's a fantastic size. It works perfect for those mommy days out like at the zoo or whatever that I need to throw an ample amount of things down inside and be able to hold everything, but still not have a huge bag with me, so I love it. I love the fact that the strap on these is adjustable and can be doubled over or be, taken the long way and used crossbody as well. And it's always really nice when these bags have a zipper pocket on the front. So absolutely, hands down, my favorite small size bag is this Rebecca Minkoff Morning After Clutch. Two more pieces from Louis Vuitton, which probably may or may not come as a surprise, I'm not honestly sure, but my favorite all-time wallet, you're probably all sitting here going, I know this, but it is the, drumroll please, Vernis Sarah wallet in violet. I love this wallet. I couldn't change out of it for like 4 years because I loved it so much. And right now I am using my Insolite wallet still, but I miss this wallet. I really love this wallet. I've actually considered buying a backup for it whenever one comes up for sale that's in really good condition. But honestly, this has stayed in really good condition. It just has minor chipping on the sides, and I think it's still going to hold up even if I use it for another few years in a row. But this is definitely my all-time favorite wallet. Hands down, worth the money, gorgeous, gorgeous wallet, and I love the ease of use with the Sarah wallet where you can easily get to your things and then everything's more private. Definitely my hands down favorite wallet. This next bag is a Louis Vuitton bag, and it is probably the only bag I've ever considered a holy grail bag. So this is one bag that I fawned over and wanted so much. I think my husband bought this for me just to shut me up. This is the Brea MM in Rouge Faviste, and although it's probably one of my least used bags in my collection, I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous and sophisticated, and I'm hoping at some point to return to the working world, and I just see this being a very elegant, lovely bag to take to work or just special occasions and that sort of thing. So I do really love this bag. It's not the most practical bag ever, but for the Holy Grail category, this definitely filled the mark, and I just really, really love it. So this Rouge Faviste color is no longer available, and I'm glad I snagged it while I could. And like I said, it's probably my least used bag, which is sad. But as far as Holy Grails go, like bags that I wanted the most, this is my all-time favorite bag that I searched for, or didn't have to search for it. I got it at the store a few weeks after it came out, but just desperately wanted and ended up with. So I figured I would throw that in and share that with you as well. And for my all-time favorite, just cool, all-around, slouchy bag, it would have to be the Balenciaga City. Now, I have to say that my black one is probably more practical, but I have a long history with aquamarine. I have a very long history. So right now, this is my absolute favorite, but for this one, it's more just the style. Just if I want a very like edgy, slouchy look, I love the Balenciaga City to kind of finish that off. And this aquamarine color, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's sometimes very hard to work into an outfit if you're not really wanting, you know, a bright turquoise bag with your outfit, but I love this color. This is one of my favorite colors, and so I have a long history with aquamarine. It's always been one of my favorite colors from Balenciaga. I've coincidentally owned an aquamarine City 3 different times now, and so I'm hoping this one sticks. I love it. I do really love it. So the style, the slouchy Balenciaga City style, probably in black is the most practical, but this is the one that I love the most. And then for a few non-Louis Vuitton handbags, this one is a Marc Jacobs large multi-pocket, and probably a surprise for some of you. This is the black with the silver hardware, and this is a super classic bag by Marc Jacobs that was out around 2005-ish. I initially saw this style bag on Gilmore Girls, which I was obsessed with back in the day, and I just instantly fell in love with it. I love it. And then once I got the multi-pockets, I've had these in a number of different colors, a number of different sizes. There's a smaller size than this. They're just such an easy bag to use. You just put them on your shoulder and you forget about them. So I think that this is something I will always have in my collection, and definitely one of my all-time favorite bags. It's honestly one of the bags that kind of promoted my love for designer handbag items. So it's definitely a classic, and I just absolutely love this one. And then last but not least, I do have one bag by Coach that I would consider an all-time favorite. And this one is a bag that I actually got pre-loved, but I ended up just loving this style. This is the Alexandra in Plum. And it's this style that I love this style where it has the 2 handles and the longer strap. It just is so versatile. I especially love that these 2 handles fit on my shoulders, so it's another super easy bag to use. Again, the plum color, you know, when you have a bag that's a color like a turquoise or a plum, it doesn't necessarily always go with everything. But I do really love this color. This is another one of my favorite colors, and so I do love wearing this one, especially in the winter. It's just a very easy bag to use. So the Alexandra by Coach would probably be my all-time favorite Coach bag that I've owned. And then the last category I'm going to talk about today is shoes. And this one was actually kind of a tough one. And here's the reasoning why. I'm a shoe girl in the sense that I really love shoes, but they have to be comfortable. I've tried the Christian Louboutins and just, you know, the other designer brands, and they were not comfortable at all. I didn't really think that they were durable enough to justify the price, and there wasn't something that held my interest very long, we'll put it that way. But I do love shoes. And right now it's really tough to kind of balance that with being a stay-at-home mom. I'm running around after toddlers, and so I have to have shoes that are kind of comfortable and dual duty and dual purpose. So a lot of my shoes aren't the most fashion forward, we'll say, but I do really love them. They're functional for my life right now. I do have a couple favorites that are like all-time favorites that I wore when I was in grad school and love when I'm dressing up to wear them. So I'll just show you my favorite shoes. So ballet flats are pretty much my staple, and I have to say that my all-time favorite pair of ballet flats are the Tory Burch Rivas, and I love these. I have a number of different styles in these, but these are my all-time favorites. They're just the black leather, and they have the silver medallion. So when they came out with these with the silver medallion, I was like, I have to have those because I wear more silver tone jewelry and hardware than I do gold. So these were perfect for me. They fit my feet perfectly. I know for some people they don't really work, but they fit my feet perfectly. They're super comfortable, and my all-time favorite pair of ballet flats. I did have one runner-up for ballet flats, and that was these Dior Gaucho flats. I have had these for a really long time. I think I got them on sale at Saks in like 2007-ish roundabouts, and so I've had them for a very long time. They've held up wonderfully. They also fit my feet very well, and I love this style. It's especially nice with jeans just to see the little buckle detail poking out from the top of your jeans. So they're a really fun shoe, and I wish I would have gotten more colors at the time because they're long gone, and I've tried finding them in the resale market. They're just impossible to find, you know, because shoes you have to find in a specific size. So I wish I would have gotten more at the time when I got those, but I do really love those. And then these are probably some of my most worn all-time favorite ballet flats, and these are by Me Too. I got these in Nordstrom's, again, a number of years ago. They have been through a number of disasters, and they're looking very worn. I've spilt nail polish on them, which is what all this stuff at the top is going on, and they just have been worn a lot. But I absolutely love them, and Me Too shoes, if you've never tried them, are super comfortable. It's like wearing slippers around. So I need to try to find a replacement. I've searched a number of times to try to find a Me Too shoe that I loved as much as these, and it hasn't worked out so far. I haven't been able to find a replacement, but I need to keep checking at Nordstrom's and seeing if I can ever find something suitable to replace these, so that way I can finally get rid of them. But I absolutely love these. These are probably my most worn all-time favorite flats. And I do have 2 pairs of all-time favorite heels, although you will not see me wearing these really that much lately because it's not really conducive when you're having kids to wear flats. These are 2 of my all-time favorite heels that I wore a lot when I was in grad school, and also will wear when I'm dressing up and that sort of thing. So these are by BCBG Girls. I actually found these at Nordstrom Rack, so they were super inexpensive. And I actually took a chance because at first I was like, I don't know if I like them. Do I like them? But I tried them on and they are so comfortable, and they ended up being one of my favorite pairs of shoes. I'm so glad I got these. The heel is not too tall, so you can see it's really only about 1.5 inch, 2 inch heel. It's not that tall at all. It's got this great detail, and I love peep toe shoes. That's just one thing about me when I'm dressing up, especially. I love peep toed heels and peep toe flats. So it has this tiny little peak toe basically, and the buckle detail at the front, and then the cutout detail is just so cute. And I've actually found that this kind of raspberry really dark pink color is super easy to match. So these have been some of my all-time favorite shoes, and I'd actually love if I got a Balenciaga bag in this color because I can totally see wearing these shoes with a Balenciaga city bag. And then my last pair of all-time favorite shoes is by Sechilles, and this is a brand that I was really very into for quite some time, but this is probably my favorite pair of shoes that I have by this brand. It's again a peep toe heel, and it's got a very, very sturdy heel on it. You can see it's got one of those big wood heels, so it's very, very easy to walk in. I love the platforms on the Sechilles shoes. A lot of their shoes are very comfortable, at least for me they have been. They were a little big, so I had to put like the inserts in the back. But these, I just loved the unique color on them, and I also loved the flower detail down by the toe. I just thought that these were always very cute, and I wore these a ton in grad school. So I absolutely love these, and this is something that I like wearing in the warmer months especially, but then hopefully once my kids can walk on their own and I'm not running around after kids everywhere, I can start wearing these a little bit more as well. So those are my all-time favorites for fashion accessories, jewelry, shoes, and handbags. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.